where it might blow, might move. We had like nine.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom, brothers.
I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Kakadash.
All right, we face the east to give praises to the Lord. Before that, we want to give also double honors to the elders and apostles. A great millstone taught us his truth. And peace, blessings to you brothers doing his work of truth and in sincerity. Hold fast, praying for Yahushua to come back and make a speedy return so we can get the fuck out of here, man. Because right now we're in the time period where civil war is ramping up at a high rate. You're starting to see the tension and between Jacob and Esau, right? The brother Yakanan put in the chat just before we started camp, not too long ago, about he sent us a video, and it was this supposedly white dude, probably Edomite, and he did a video. It's funny because his handle was Wake Up Jacob, and he was talking about. He said, "You Hebrew Israelites, man, it's always the same story with y'all. Deuteronomy 28, the curses. And he basically went on for the next 30 seconds making us a mockery of us, saying that we ain't shit, we just robbers, thieves, we fucking up the economy, we stupid, we ain't cursed, we just stupid, and that the actual curse is the Edomites. They say they're cursed because they got to deal with us. And I just laughed because it's like you just went on to prove the very point of how we're cursed. We're cursed, and yes, we are all those things. I'm not going to say we, but our people in a majority are all those things, all right? Because they are the ones that are killing and robbing and fucking the economy up. Let's just be real, man. You know what I mean? We right now, we are predominantly black Hispanic neighborhood, and all up and down the show, I just want to see, keep it simple, niggas, man, doing they nigga things, living they nigga lives, man. They have no desire to hear the truth, no desire to get right. All they worried about is their next lick, how they gonna get their next piece of bread to go and do something wicked with, man. Shalom, Lakama.
Yep, shalom, brother. And you know what, man? And it's also, which is unbelievable, but there's actually Jake that don't even know about the Civil War. That's unbelievable to even, but that's true. Yeah. Have you heard about the Civil War going down in Texas and Florida? Thing like, no, I never heard of that. That's crazy.
Yeah, because what their news and their feed is filled with what? Ice Spice, Nicki Minaj, and fucking Megan Thee Stallion beef, or what Blueface and his chick doing. Like that's the things that pique their interest and keep their lives and their days going. Or filled with sports and nothing else. Where these people don't have a balance to where they are into these other things, but they're also not watching the news and alternative medias to see what the hell is going on in the world. All right, they don't care to see what's going on in their backyards, because at the end of the day, our people are just going with the motions. They don't really have any desire to, heed to the future. They really have no hope. They have no light. So you can't really expect much from Jake because they don't have that light in them. Whereas us like-minded brothers that have woken up to this knowledge, and not even brothers that woke up to the knowledge, you got a lot of Israelites that are just quote-unquote woke. All right, and they're hip to the very things that's going on. They just don't have the full picture. They don't have the full puzzle. All right, they're missing the very important pieces to the puzzle that's going to let them know what they have to do to withstand in those days. Because there's a lot of jakes that'll talk about the Civil War. They'll talk about America potentially getting nuked and many different things, but they're missing key elements of that you're an Israelite. You got to repent, and that the Lord is going to come back and redeem the people, because he's going to wipe this place off the face of the earth. Right? He's going to wipe this place off the map. They think that America's going to get, the infrastructure is going to get fucked up, but there's going to be a return. All right, they think that you're going to be able to rise up out the ashes. You got your economists will talk about buying gold and the very things that you should do so that when the economy does resurface, you can come out on top, because they say there's no better way to make millionaires than after a recession. But these people are fooled because they don't realize that this war that's coming, World War III, is going to be the end. All right, this judgment that's coming to America is going to be the end. All right.
Yep. Let me bring this out on one of the key reasons on why Jake don't even know certain things, but it's meant that way as well, even though it's confusing. It's 2 Thessalonians 2, starting 9 through 11. Even him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
Yeah, they didn't receive the love of the truth, so they won't even be saved. Because you have to have the truth. Because what Yahweh Shah said, when ye shall receive the truth shall make you free.
Yep.
So these people are not free from the bondage that has been put on them by this world. All right, you can say Esau, you can say the heathen, whatever. Just the lifestyle of this world has changed. Not even our people, but just all people upon the face of the earth, to believe that this way of life in the world is the right way to go. They've been fooled to think that just going to work and paying bills is life, and working for 30, 40 years until you're 65 and 8. And I think they're just talking about raising the retirement age to like 70 something. So it's like, but the thing about it is they have to do that now, because a lot of people are not going to be able to afford to live after 65, 70. Right. They're going to have to keep working in the 70s. And hey, people are going to start dying at younger age.
Man, yeah, well then,
if this place is continue to go on for that long,
it makes sense. Like, it's kind of like the saying, moving the goalposts in a way, because you're not even making it that far anyway. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying?
You turn 65, you think you're about to retire, but then boom, inflation hits up 30%. Now
67.
Now your mortgage that you thought was about to be paid off, you didn't have to take another mortgage out because you couldn't afford the payments, because the property taxes went up by $7,000.
Yep.
And now you paying the extra $700 a month, and you can't afford it.
Yep. It says I'm going to 11. It says, and for this cause Yahweh shall send them a strong delusion that they should believe a lie.
Yeah, strong delusion. And that scripture can be multi-faced, right? Because it can be in regards to Christianity, it can be in regards to different religions, it can just be in regards to belief that Esau Edom is the ruler of this world, and this is going to go on forever. So the Most High is going to send you a strong delusion, and you're going to believe that lie, and that lie is going to condemn you and ultimately be your demise, because you're not what? You didn't receive the knowledge of this truth. You received it. It was given unto you, but you rejected it. Because at some point, the Most High is making it that every Israelite is not going to be able to say that they didn't receive this truth.
Right.
Every Israelite is going to have at some point, once, twice, thrice, whatever, that they had the opportunity to get this knowledge. They received it, but yet they rejected it.
Yo, you know what's interesting too, man? When you look at the time when Yahweh Shah was actually walking around, that's why it says there's nothing new under the sun, because Yahweh Shah was actually there walking, performing miracles, doing his thing, preaching the gospel as himself, and there's still people that was like, get the fuck out of here, or I ain't got time for that. That is unbelievable, bro. It's like it was like set up that way.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember, all things are done by the Most High.
Right.
Even like he did it with Pharaoh. Because it made no sense for Pharaoh to chase after the Israelites.
After all of that.
After all of those plagues. 7 plagues, right? It made no sense for Pharaoh to chase. Because Pharaoh told them to go.
Yeah, he did.
Pharaoh told him, he said, yo, Moses, you take your people, y'all go, man. Just get out of here. And we did that. But guess what? As the scriptures say, the Most High hardened Pharaoh's heart. And he chased after them. So the Most High put Pharaoh in some type of trance.
And
used him like a puppet. And it's like, so Pharaoh's own soldiers probably like, yo, or his advisors probably like, yo, Pharaoh, I thought you just told them to go. What you want to chase after them for? I don't give a fuck. Send no troops. I'm not going out like that.
Yeah.
You know, he probably made some type of speech like, yo, I'm not going out like that because I'm a the Most High is beautiful. Probably sent this angel with a spirit, was like, yo, man, yo.
The pride.
Yo, man, you just gonna let them
do you like that?
Shit. You like that, bro? What you think they gonna say about you?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he did it. You know? And guess what? Even after he saw them go through the water, after the Most High split the sea, he still chased after them.
Yeah. Just so the Lord can go
Just
ahead.
so the Lord can that really
get him out of there.
That really grounded Egypt. You know, that was Egypt's ultimate demise. You know, Egypt wasn't necessarily destroyed, but they were never the great kingdom as they were ever again.
Yeah, remember that big ass army takes generations of people to make. You know what I'm saying? So once you knock it all off like that, it takes time to build an army.
Build back up.
Yeah, you gotta have more sons.
Though, man.
Yeah, you gotta have more sons. You gotta grow. You gotta teach them. It's a lot of work to make a big army like that.
In the meantime, you gotta worry about your enemies.
Correct.
And plus, the reason why Egypt even became a great nation was because of Joseph and the Israelites.
Right.
So
that is true.
Once we left, that was that. Salakia.
Yeah, and this to bring it back, man. This civil war is gonna catch Jake off guard.
Yeah.
And they not gonna know what to do. I've been looking at TikToks and little Instagram memes on it. So now my algorithm is like now civil war now, and it's really interesting. I'm just telling the brother that this civil war conversation, this spirit of civil war is on a scene, and so it's worthy enough to be spoken about multiple days because each day is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Each day, it ain't like it's calming down. Oh yeah, that was like I heard about it. That was a good topic.
It was a time in history.
Yeah,
that's civil war is one of the next main prophecies.
Yeah,
right. Because civil war is Jacob's trouble ultimately. Jacob's trouble is all these different things to pride. Mm-hmm. But if you want to be more specific, right, or characterize it, Jacob's trouble is going to be primarily the famine of the word, the famine of food and water, and civil war. Because it's going to happen like that, right? A famine is going to lead to civil war because what's going to happen is civil war is really just not necessarily a racial war, but civil war is just a war between the economy, the people, the common people. And what is natural that when you have anarchy and chaos like that, for people to go with their own people, as the scriptures say, every man shall flee to his own people. Because it's just a natural state. People are going to resort back to their nature. When you're in a room, right? I'm sure every Jake at one point in their life, and I'm sure it's happened multiple times, especially if you work in like a corporate environment or you're in like a major city, you step into a room and you're the only Jake, right? The only so-called black or Hispanic. There's nothing but heathen, Edomites, whatever, East Indians, whatever, right? You walk into that room, you feel it. You feel the tension, the animosity. You like, yo, man, I don't feel right in here. I know I do. I'd be in this joint like, you know what I mean? You don't feel safe.
Yeah, not in all Edomite situation.
Yeah, you behind your enemies, bro. They're capable of anything. So as soon as you see another Jake, you be like, yo, shit. What's up, dog? What's going on, brother? You good? How you doing, sister? You know what I mean? You feel a little more relaxed because you see that, all right, there's more Jakes here. Yeah. So
natural, man. It's
natural. Mm-hmm. And most nations in America outside of Esau are very blatant about only dealing with their people. And this is my example, right? So I have a coworker who's an Elamite, and I talk to him about stuff like this all the time. But have you ever seen a so-called East Indian, right, an Elamite, in a shop, right?
Yo, shit. Oh shit.
Look, you got the shop right. You got the shop right market right here. You know what I mean? We in a Jake environment, bro. So
I never see one.
When have you ever seen a so-called Indian in a shop right?
Or a full-blown Chinese? Never seen that.
When have you ever seen an Asian, a so-called a Moabite or Ammonite? When have you ever seen an Asian in a shop right?
Not no shit like that. Not at all.
No, because where do they shop?
H Mart.
Yeah. They go up to Cotman and Boulevard. Yeah. They go to that Asian market up there. Yeah. Indians, they go to Patel Brothers up on Street Road. And I know because my coworker was telling me, like, yo, I only shop here. I only eat here. I only eat there. So that's apparent amongst all these different nations. So when Civil War comes, that same thing is going to be in the earth, but 10 times more. Because now it's going to be a fight for survival. And people's best chances are going to be with their own people. All right, Brother Lakama put Matthew 24:8. It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. And then it says, then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Yeah, right? Yeah, because remember, Second Esdras, what's that, 16, I believe it's going into 17 going down. It talks about then you shall know my chosen, where it goes into they're going to come at the Jake rob, pillage your houses, and then like the brother Shalom would always say, Shalom would say, by doing so, they're going to know who the chosen are, because it's going to be specific Israelites that just just well off for no reason. Like, how in the world are they thriving in a situation like this? Yep. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's how they're going to be able to come after them. So you got to go through a whole mass of Israelites just to see who the chosen are, and it's going to be exposed. And then it's going to be in the name, in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua every time. Yo, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's name is going to be exalted again real soon. They're going to understand why Israelites are moving the way they're moving.
Yep. Because these people don't fear the Most High.
Not at all.
You know, they don't fear the Most High. That's why these people are just so engulfed in their folly and their wickedness. That's why they do whatever the hell they want, and they don't receive the truth. That's why they mock us. But guess what? The Most High is doing that for a reason. He's doing that because what he's doing is he's making a statement. And he's allowing you people to just rack up on wickedness and crimes while the Most High builds his case. While Yahushua builds his case.
And you know what's crazy how the Most High set this up? So just like the brother just said, when Jacob's trouble do come in general, you got all the Jake rebuking it away, but Amos 8 and 12 say they will go to and fro trying to get the word of the Lord. But the Lord set it up where it's too late to get it.
Too late. So the Most High has it set up right now where the world is flooded with this truth.
Yeah.
The world's flooded. Yeah. You know, we camp in like 3 different spots in the city.
Right.
4 different spots, you know? We got 4 different spots that we camp in the city. So in different parts of the city. Center City, Northeast Philly, North Philly, right? So
Shalom,
y'all by Shimei Shabbat.
That's Ariel.
That's Ariel, yeah.
Ariel, what's up, brother? Shalom, brother.
You know what I mean? So we are out here, bro. So these Jake ain't got no opportunity. They can't say that they ain't get this truth. So the Most High is building a spiritual RICO against these people. You know,
I like that, spiritual RICO.
Yeah, spiritual RICO.
Yeah, spiritual RICO. I like that.
He's building a case against you people. Yeah. And then in the very near future, when Jacob's trouble pop off, which Lord willing, the way it's looking, 2024 is really about to be like the kindling of Jacob's trouble, bro.
Hey, yo, if Ariel, if you still on the live, we talked about you the other day, brother. Like, yo, you called it, big dog. Like, yo, you called it when you was like saying that all this stuff is gonna come all in one wop, but you know, like Shalom would say, like in segments of time.
Well, you gotta remember.
No, that's your dog.
You gotta remember, right. Esau is all about gradualism.
Yeah.
But the Most High is not going to let that happen, because what does it say in Matthew 24? It says, unless those days be short, no flesh shall be saved.
Yeah,
so for the elect's sake, those days shall be short. So the Most High is speeding up the time, bro. Yeah. He's speeding up the time. Bro, it's 2024. It was 4 years ago when COVID happened.
That's true.
And it feel like that shit just happened.
That's true.
It's been 4 years, bro.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. Yo, I was just talking about Ariel, like, yo, Ariel called it. This shit all going down one wop.
Just how fast everything happened with COVID and shut down with that. Just wait until whatever pinnacle event happens that ushers in rioting and looting. Because we've seen it with I forgot what Jacob was that got killed, man. I don't know. I can't keep up. But the one Jake that got killed and they was rioting when we was camping a couple years ago downtown.
Oh, George Floyd?
It's probably George Floyd. It was probably George Floyd.
George Floyd, yeah, that's why.
And just how fast all that turned up. We're about to start seeing looting and rioting, and we're about to start really seeing that Second Ezra say invading one another. I believe that's Second Ezra.
Yeah, we're at 9 right now. It's Second Ezra's perfect right now. Listen, like I'm telling brothers, man, civil war and a sedition among men is on the scene. This is the time period that we in right now. So you're gonna see multiple brothers going into it repetitively, but that's the way. That's the spirit we in.
That's the thing, bro. That's the topic. You gotta go with what's popping right now. What is about to happen, because that's the very thing that's about to happen in the earth. You're about to see that, and then remember, with civil war, it's a plethora of all different things. It's a domino effect. You got a famine of the word, famine of food and bread, the chaos, anarchy, all that is all like, they're different prophecies, but they're yet attached, because you can't have one without the other. Because when you have famine of the word, usually that comes by the form of censorship and all out, like, barely strenuous laws and stuff like that. And outside of just us, it's not going to just happen to us. You're going to see it happen to a lot of other platforms. And these people are not standing up for that. And then what? Then you got famine of the food and water. Well, what's next after that? If you got famine of food and water, you got all out chaos, bro.
I'm gonna bring this out real quick. This The water 144 yes open. It says Job 12:16.
144 eyes open.
Oh, eyes. Salakia. It says Job 12:16 says with him is strength and wisdom, and a deceiver are his.
Yep. Hey, so at the end of the day, bro, the Most High controls the deceived and the deceiver.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He controls both sides. So if you received the spirit of deception, that was the Most High. If you were the one using the deception, that's the Most High. But guess what? Both shall be condemned. Because what the scriptures say in Jeremiah 23 that you have false prophets that will lead the people astray. You got Sakari talking about how they don't read, they don't look at Paul's letters as authoritative.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and then now what? With that spirit, you're teaching men to do so. Mm-hmm. All right, so now you're leading people astray.
They like real rebellious on it. Yeah. It's 2nd Esdras 9, go at the top. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. That's what we doing. We man, like the elder Malcolm, man, from Chicago. He would say, man, that the prophecies are walking off the page.
Yep.
Yo, big time. Like, then it said number 2. It said, then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yep. Hey, he's starting to visit the world which he made through various different ways. All right, various different prophecies, various different ailments and pestilences and judgments. We're starting to see that happen on a mass scale. You got the guy who just unalived his father out in Levittown, which is like 25 minutes north of Philly. You know what I mean? 25 minutes north of Philly. You know, the Edomite beheaded his father, man. And all over what? Politics.
Yep.
So we're starting to see that whole, and hey, the politicians is what's going to usher in that civil war.
And you know, and Salakia too, before I continue on reading Shalom, brother.
Shalom.
Yo, and also, man, what's really interesting how the Lord plead with all flesh, man, right? Through the spirit with anybody. There's atheists, there's people who don't really read the Bible or whatever, but it's real interesting how you would hear a person reference the Bible like, damn, yo, it's real crazy out here, man.
Yeah.
This shit, some shit like the Book of Revelation or something. And like, ain't that interesting?
The Bible is always a topic of discussion when shit is going wrong in the world. Because what? The Bible is held true. Mm-hmm. Everybody can try to say in the Bible, talk all this, but listen, the Bible stands firm because there's no other book that is saying things are going to happen thousands of years before it actually happens.
Like this one right here, verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. This is worldwide now. Like, and America is finally start showing its little signs of what worldly like events are happening.
Exactly.
It says, 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Mm-hmm. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end. Yep. And an end is manifest.
And what's the end of this world? That's 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. Right? 6 and 9, I believe. Mm-hmm. 6 and 9. It says Esau is the end of this world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Mm-hmm. So we know we have to see that, and when you go into that word world, right? If it's in the Greek, it's eon.
Eon, okay.
Eon, which can mean an age, right. A time period, right. Or a rulership. All right, so right now we're in the age of Esau, Edom, and power and ruling over the earth and influencing the earth. It's Eon, Oinka, Mene, and Cosmos. All right, and we're starting to see the end of that regime. This whole way of life that you see, it's done. It's done, bro. Like, we're not about to see here, and we're not about to. America's it's fucking Babylon, bro, and it's Babylon for a reason. Because there's no other country in the world where you have a group of different nations, ethnicities, cultures, religions, languages, and states that are so divided. You got one state that got this law, another state that it's legal here, but it's not legal there. The United States is not united, bro. It's Babylon. It's nothing but a melting pot of wickedness. But when you go to a lot of these other countries, like you go to these Muslim countries, all right, these countries, it's Ishmael, they stand on principles and morals that's abided throughout their whole land, throughout their whole country. And even if you come there, you gotta abide by their rules and their laws and their morals. Not even just their laws, but their morals. America doesn't have morals. There's no moral standard in America. Because if there's somebody who can feel a certain way, and can commit a crime based on that and get away with it because of their thought process.
Yep.
You know, and what we're going to see is we're going to start seeing a lot of these politicians and these different court systems really start to crack down on freedom of speech and freedom of rights, and that's going to be a catalyst to usher in civil war.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 24. I'm going to start at the top. It says, Behold, Yahweh maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, and with the maid, so with his mistress, and with the buyer, so with the seller, and with the lender, so with the borrower, and with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. The land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for Yahweh hath spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languish and fadeth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish.
Yeah, so you're going to have the earth, right, talking about the inhabitants of the earth, the people, but also talking about the land itself. And with that, you're going to start seeing that the earth is deteriorating, like the animals, the ecosystem, the fruits, the foods, nothing is really yielding its good full fruit. And then you're starting to see a change in weather patterns across the world. And then you're starting to see the people. The people are depressed. The people are mourning. Everyone's getting fed up. Inflation is kicking up. All right, everybody's people are starting to resort to wickedness at work just to get by.
Just to get by, yeah.
You know, scamming, selling drugs.
I would say,
tricking.
If I may, I would say, like you basically reiterating what you just said, I would say that the systems of the world across the full spectrum is all starting to fall short.
Yeah.
You know, and this is how you know the Lord is doing a great work in the earth, because everybody is getting to the point where everybody is starting to feel the effects of this new coming age, right? Can you read? Verse 5, Isaiah 24:5, it says, The earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left.
Hey, because you're going to have Most High is going to send a destroying wind across America. But before that, you're going to have Jacob's trouble. Which Jacob's trouble is basically just the forever purge times 10. You know, because the movie can't really captivate the severity of what's really going to happen here on earth.
Bro, life's gonna be wild, bro.
Scriptures say that no man has ever seen, nor will there ever be a time like it was for.
So that's why, because they can't, and I like how you put that, because they can't really put it all into one movie how it is, they split up into different movies.
Yep.
You'll have, that movie, This Is the End. You'll have the movie Civil War coming out. You'll have Bushwick,
yeah.
Bird Box.
Bushwick was a good
Box. Even Walking Dead,
Walking
outside
Dead,
of zombies.
Black
movie,
Summer.
Black Summer, the movie 2012.
Yeah.
You know? And also, if you will, the Battle of LA. When the chariots come fighting the world's army. Well, Yahweh Shah cracked the sky, and then you basically fighting what they would call UFOs or aliens, but we know are the angels in Yahweh Shah.
Grab this. Lakama put Romans 8:22. It says, For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now.
Yeah.
Even to this very day. All right. All the way up until Yahweh Shah come and crack the skies, man. That's when our people are going to really find peace in that day.
Yep, and also you got to remember in Isaiah 14, I don't got to get it, but it talks about how whenever the righteous get on the scene and Yahweh Shah is involved in the kingdom of heaven, even the trees going to rejoice. Yep. Let alone like the soil and everybody going to be good.
The Lord is going to renew the earth.
Yeah,
you got to think, man, because even the prophecy says that it's going to be continual work.
Yep.
So we're going to be out here being taskmasters,
yep.
and with our spiritual technology, clean the oceans up.
Yep.
Go down 50,000 feet underwater. Yeah, the pressure might break your bones, but clean all that shit up.
Man.
Clean the air up.
Clean the rivers.
Clean the rivers, man.
Tell them to till the land, and
Isaiah 24 and verse 7.
It makes sense though, brother, because just to reiterate that. Because somebody got to go clean up all the plastic and litter and shit,
right.
The wires and stuff in the ocean.
You seen the first Aquaman, right?
Yeah.
You seen how
when
they basically initiated war with the surface, what they do? They created these crazy storms and pushed all the trash that was in the oceans back onto the shores. Like, take all your shit back.
I remember that. Yeah, yup. Yeah,
you got to think
on
it was
purpose
like
so they can
You got to think I'm talking about ships that
Yeah,
were underwater.
ships, they pushed them to the surface.
Sunken vessels.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Anything you could find in the water was all thrown back on shore.
Right.
You got to think, and just in the movie perspective, how much that was. Almost every shores across every nation was basically filled with trash.
Yeah.
Guess what, man? They're gonna have to go get that. They're gonna have to go get that. All right, continuing to Isaiah, verse 7, it says, "The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, and the merry hearted do sigh. The mirth of the tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth."
Yeah, so all the joy is coming to an end in the world. You know, the wine ain't going to yield as good fruits no more. The entertainment's not really hitting the way it used to hit.
Actually,
the holidays ain't hitting the way they used to
Not
hit.
at all.
And you know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you how real that is. I'm a heavy NFL fan. Ever since I started learning about how rigged it is,
rig.
and just how like it's just games to keep the people
Just to
pacified.
keep the people pacified, yep.
Once you have that understanding, man, honestly, bro, ever since the Eagles lost and was done, I have not watched another football game since.
You know what? It's actually heartbreaking.
It was like pointless.
It's like, in a way, it's
it
heartbreaking.
was heartbreaking knowing that it was all
That it's
rigged.
rigged. Yeah, that it's rigged. Ain't no real.
was like-
Because you got love for the sport. You
Right,
know?
correct.
Just for the sport perspective, but Esau takes things and monetizes it and corrupts it.
Yep. And because and that, mind you, even if you're not in this truth, a lot of people are starting to realize it's corrupt.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning, or let's say you did sports betting. I'm just going to use this as an example. In the beginning, let's say the NBA season. In the beginning of the season, it was easy to hit cards. The reason why was because the elites were trying to figure out the algorithm to see what players were going to do what and how much they do it and how often they do it.
Right.
So then they can start saying, all right, we'll sit him in the fourth quarter so he don't get this extra point. Make sure he don't score 15 points so they can keep up with winning. Because mind you, there's
Casino.
billions of dollars being passed around. They basically rigged it. Now mind you, there's no more fun in it now.
Yeah.
There's no more fun in none of it.
None of it. Yeah.
Especially when you want to know.
It's easy to make money on a realistic aspect from an athlete.
In the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And now people don't drink for mirth. People drink to mask the pain.
To escape, yeah.
You know, my coworkers like that. You know, because I work on a truck, so I work with different people some days. But every time I work with this particular guy, when we get off work, this man sits in his truck for like an hour, like outside his truck, in an hour drinking. Oh, he got a bottle. He'll sit there and drink for an hour before going home. And I'm like, yo, bro, just go
So
the
go into
fuck
it, right?
home.
That's real because it's gonna go into it. That's real because I was just talking to somebody. They said they never really drink, but every night they've noticed they've been having a drink every night. They started off with drinking a lot of wine and recently started drinking harder drink.
That's how I go. I know
because
that person.
because the wine
They don't have it there.
the wine couldn't keep up with the feelings they was
Stronger
looking for,
hit,
so they needed
strong drink.
Yep. So Isaiah 24 and verse 8, it says, "The mirth of the tabret ceaseth, and the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with the songs. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down, and every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone."
Yeah, it really is going into like these people are seeking for peace and comfort and contentment. So the things that they used to find peace and enjoyment in is bitter unto them. So now they're crying and asking like, yo, we just want this, we want that, we need this, we need that. Because these people are sheep at heart, and they need to be coddled. All right, they need to be entertained. They need to be comfortable in order to feel like life is worth living. All right, they don't have the spirit within them to endure hardship and afflictions, and they also don't have hope for a greater future. They don't see the knowledge that we see. We hope for the kingdom. So even throughout the bullshit, yeah, we feel we got our ups and our downs, but for the most part, bro, the spirits is pretty up because we starting to see the prophecies come to pass, and we know that there's something greater coming.
Beautiful time to be alive.
Beautiful time.
Verse 11, it says, "There is crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. And thus it shall be in the midst of all the land among the people. There shall be as the shaking of an olive tree, and as the gleaming grapes when the vintage is done. They shall lift up their voice. They shall sing for the majesty of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. They shall cry aloud from the sea." But that's in the future after everything's broken down, man.
Yeah, but the city is the chief place of concourse. So you have in the major cities, you have a very high population of people, usually a high population of Israelites. And in those cities, you're going to start to see that they're going to become desolate because everyone's going to try to get out.
Yep.
And in the midst of people trying to get out, there's also going to be a massacre in the cities because that's where the people are. So Esau is going to send his troops and his pestilences to the cities.
That makes a lot of sense because remember the past couple of years, I think starting in 2020, remember that the government was doing military games in not rural areas, in what they call it, not rural, metropolitan areas, right? They've been doing war games basically in the cities. Remember they was having troops. Remember they had troops downtown Philly. They had troops all throughout LA. They had troops in different areas, basically getting them ready for what? For urban warfare. Modern warfare. Why do you think those games came out? Right? To desensitize the people to the fact that this could happen, but at the same time to also let people know, because remember what the cabal is, they have to let you know what they're doing before they do it, because it's in their heads it's like a cosmic karma, right? So they let you know the atrocities that are coming before they actually do it, and so they let it out in different ways, man. And,
I think this movie Civil War is so up and coming. Like, yo, I think it's going to hit some records, yo. I really think it's going to hit some records.
Fine, but it's urban areas.
Urban areas, yeah, absolutely.
Areas, yeah.
Just like the was it the first Purge? With Staten Island with Jake.
The first Purge.
It's gonna be on that type time, and they're gonna be aiming only at Jake, like only at Jake.
Because that's what they call it, urban. They call it really, when you say urban areas, it's really referring to Israelite areas.
Because when they say urban, when you say urban, you think of hip hop.
But you think about Esau,
Inner city,
you say what? Suburban.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy? You know the Lord put these Edomites in a trick bag. Because if you not notice, most cities in America have been being gentrified. That means what? The so-called white man is pushing all the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans out so they can take over the inner cities. What they don't know is they put themselves in a trick bag. They put themselves in cages. They're putting themselves in cages because now they got these new, like, all up down 2nd Street, all of them. That was in Philly, and I know area. I know that area was called Badlands, right?
Dolphin, Hancock,
and all that. Now you got high rises and
now it's called Northern Liberty.
Like, come on, the Piazza. Now you got
Rui Town is another one.
Yep.
That's right off of like 23rd and like Diamond.
That's hood.
20,
well, not no more at this point, but that's normally hood.
But those areas, right, are being gentrified to the place. Now, mind you, I got friends that live down there, and every time I go down there, they still have the same, the fiends be on the corners, or the people going around or trying to open doors and steal what they can steal, right? But you see, everything is getting nicer and nicer. What you're not understanding is, those places are prisons.
All they building is like high-rises, condominiums.
High-rise prisons.
Esau showing their true nature, living on top of one another, man. Because when shit go down, the worst place to be is in like a condominium or a high-rise complex.
Because you got to think that your next door neighbor, that's literally, you can hear them through the wall, or you can hear your neighbor through the ceiling, are going to be your number one enemy.
And them elevators ain't working. You on the 14th floor.
You got to track down. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad, man.
Yeah, so like you said, they just putting themselves into a prison. But it's really ultimately the elites working against, because Esau is against his own people.
Yeah,
Esau just cares about.
How can he be good to himself? How can he be good to himself?
He's all about world domination, and he doesn't care about the casualties as long as his immediate family and the other elites that buy their way a seat on the table don't get affected. Those that have the knowledge are the ones that are going to be. Based on Esau's perspective, they're the ones that are going to be delivered when all hell out chaos. But we know that they're not, because Moses is going to send the Israelites to go get them out their bunkers, their seas, and all these different things.
Which, like we brought that out yesterday. You gotta admit that the scriptures is hitting hard, because the scripture says we're gonna hunt them out of the cluster of the rocks, and all you see is an uptick all over the world of them building bunkers, but where? Outside of America.
Yep.
They're not building bunkers in America. They're building bunkers outside of America, because they understand that America will be destroyed.
They showed you in that movie, Leave the World Behind. The dude, he was like, the guy he know, his employer, he said, yo, sometimes I just having a certain information and knowing before something happens, you're able to make moves, sell all your shares, and get the fuck out of Dodge, bro.
With that Kevin Bacon, he was known in the city that he been doing that. Like, he been stacking up. Like, they called him a weirdo boy until it really went down. Like,
but little do they know. But little does he know is, everybody in the city knows he's the guy that's stacking up. So when people start getting desperate, what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna think about him and come towards him. So he's going to have to do a lot more defending himself. That's why it says, because of the lack of bread in Second Esdras, right? Because of the lack of bread and resources, if you will, the love of many shall wax cold. It'll be sedition among men.
You know what's crazy? You know what I've been thinking too? You got a real uptick in people that are becoming off-grid living.
Yep.
It's becoming very popular. So you're getting a lot of people that are going out to these little rural areas where it's like woodsy, and they're building like sustainable off-grid housing and
solar
sheds,
power with like
solar power,
aquaponics and
all that. So they'll have their own like storage, heat and storage of food
ecosystem.
And I believe the Most High is building an uptick of that for Jake, for the elect.
You know what's crazy? That's
those
beautiful.
times.
That's beautiful. And also those RVs, them vans that people have
been the mobile homes. That's another major thing too.
Yo, the Most High will literally have it to the point where everything start breaking down. And you know how it says we're gonna be like pilgrims, we're gonna be like vagabonds on the earth, going from we might end up in South Carolina, might end up in Florida, might end up. You never know.
You find a fucking a school bus conversion,
like a school bus conversion, and in there in a secret compartment,
generators, and it's got like 50, 60 gallons of fuel. You like, yo, bro, we good. We can get down.
Yeah, it's another one, but I'm bringing this one up though. It's Sirach 14. I'm going to start at 4 and going to 5. He that gathereth by defrauding his own soul gathereth for others. Kind of like the movie.
That's perfect.
You sell your own soul to gain the world.
Yep. But it says he that read it again.
Yeah, it says he that gathereth by defrauding his own soul gathereth for others.
I mean, because the Lord even says that those who try to save their life shall lose it, and those that lose their life for my sake shall gain it. So look, man, it's going to come full circle, man. It's going to come full circle.
You have heaped together treasures for the end.
For the end.
And those treasures are not going to be yours, because ultimately everything that's here is going to be destroyed.
Yep.
So you're trying to heap together supplies and food. Well, guess what? You're heaping that together for someone else, and it ain't for the wicked of this world. And the heathen, no, it's for the elect, because the Most High said, "My men shall eat, my men shall drink."
You gotta understand, like,
so how do you think the Most High is practical? Although the Most High can do things that are very flamboyant, like just a bird can drop you food, which very well happen.
Right.
But the Most High is also very practical, where He'll use the doomsday preppers,
like on that movie,
to stack up for the elect.
Or like the movie Double Tap, right? Remember they was
Zombieland.
Yeah. They was what? Walking into a rich mansion, and you in there, food everywhere, anything you could think of, shelter.
One show, the last man on earth, he had that experience.
Exactly, man. The Lord gonna make a way for us, man, because we understand that Jacob's trouble is for the wicked, man. It's gonna be a fearful time, but while I brought this out yesterday, but while the wicked are being punished, it's just a testing grounds for us.
Yep. It's just a test. It's
testing
a trying of our faith,
yep.
A refining of our faith, if you will. Not even just a testing. It's a refining process of our faith. But for the wicked of our people, it's judgment for them. So they're going to be the ones that actually feel it. We're kind of just getting like, it's like when you open an oven, you feel the heat hit you. It's hot, but it ain't like nothing that's going to fuck you up.
After that, grab that.
But the 2/3 of our people, they're in the oven.
The reason why, because he just said that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, this Sirach 14 going to 4 again. It says, he that gathereth by defrauding his own soul gathereth for others, that shall spend his goods riotlessly. Is that riotlessly? Or it's trying to say riotlessly. Yeah, riotlessly. Okay.
So basically they're taking it and they're splurging.
Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Verse 5, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he do good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods.
Yeah. So if you evil to yourself, meaning you're evil unto your own self as well as your own people, to whom you're going to be good to. You can't do right by nobody. And it says that when he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly.
That's in the same chapter, actually. Hold on.
It's like 2 verses
down. Yeah, it says the
next one, actually.
Oh, yeah, it is.
No, it says it's 2 verses down. Yeah. 2 verses down.
Oh, yeah, yep. Verse 7. It says, I'll go to 6. There is none worse than he that envieth himself. And this is a recompense of his wickedness. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness.
Yeah, so you do something good in the earth, or for a group of people, and you don't even realize you did. Like, damn, I passed a bill that was going to help my people or help myself, but as a side effect, I also help this group of people. Fuck. Yep. And then he'll do what? Now he'll find a way to take it all back, or to make that reward that you got. Oh, I did something, I stole from this particular bank, but end up fucking the system up, and then 100 members of this particular bank all got deposited 10,000.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean?
That's
so
unwilling.
now it's like unwillingly, but you tried to steal it for yourself.
Yep.
But then now you like, you know what? I'm gonna figure out a way to condemn all them.
Yep.
So then the bank gonna take that 10,000 back plus charge them a fine.
Yep. It'll be like this. If you spent any of the money, that 10,000, you know it wasn't supposed to be yours.
Yep.
You're gonna get fined and possible jail time.
And it's probably, and the person who did it is probably the fucking owner of the bank,
Yep.
CEO, CFO
I made a
of
mistake.
the bank.
Hit the wrong button.
Not even a mistake.
Oh, grab that.
He tried to take money from one account, launder it into his own account, accidentally hit a bug that sent 10,000 to all these different members, and now he got to try to cover his own ass.
Yep.
And like I said, declare his wickedness. Now I found the report, and these members got $10,000, and they committed fraud, and boom,
Yep. It's
typical Esau.
Let me go to Psalms 91 with the point. Read the slab. Read the slab. Okay. Yeah, I'm reading slab. Psalms 91. Go down to 10. It says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty."
That protection.
Yep. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In Him will I trust.
Hey, abide in the shadow of the Almighty. It's funny when you think about it. You can always reference anime. Angle.
Bro, I reference anime.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
I reference anime.
You know,
all
bro,
the
it's
time,
just
bro.
so spiritual, bro.
Bro, because everything
spiritual as
they
hell, bro.
make is based off of what angels, demons,
Angels.
spirituality, power. It's all, bro. Go ahead, man.
Yep. It says, "Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be like a shield and buckler."
And this is how we live today. We live as if Psalms 91 is in full effect.
Full effect, God.
You know, that's how we move. That's how we live. Although we still, as men, we care for our temple. We still, practice fasting and, herbs and certain things to boost our immune system and keep ourselves healthy. But when the news talks about, disease X and the new strain of this and there's an outbreak in this, we're not sitting here fucking shaking in our boots
Not
like
at
the
all.
rest of these people are.
Not at all.
Time to mask up. Is there a vaccine? What should we do?
It's fear mongering.
We're not falling into that trap because we know that
Shalom,
the
ma.
Most High.
It's my God.
Hey, my God, shalom, y'all about to shop on the God. We know that the Most High is going to what? Is going to protect us. Why? Because we do what the Lord. We are obedient unto the Most High to the best that we can be. And our spirit is the spirit that's within us that is desiring the Most High, and He sees that. So therefore, what? We abide in the shadow of His Almighty.
Well, shoot, especially when you definitely feel safe when you consider something as a shield and buckler.
Yeah.
You're gonna move with different.
And then you just and when you're not really fearing something, bro, usually it don't happen.
Right.
It's the people who usually fear something that
I see what you're going with
it
that.
happens to them. It's, you know what it is? It's like it's what you want to call a manifestation.
Right. I see what you're saying.
You're manifesting trauma and terror because that's all you think about, and you don't have no faith. So therefore, what? The Most High say, what? All right, I'm gonna give you unto your own devices.
Yep.
I'm gonna give you into your own spirit. You got the spirit of pessimism, and you think something bad always gonna happen. You're afraid of this particular virus, and you're trying to do everything in your power to stop it. But the things that you're doing is based on the world.
Right.
Social distancing, masking up, getting shot up with the juices.
Yeah. You gotta-
That's your way of going
Yeah.
about it. So the Most High is going to give you unto that. But us, what did we do during those times? Hey,
kept it cool.
kept it cool
Stay
and just
focused.
kept our lives normal, bro.
Right. Because when you Salaki. Oh wow. When you focus and you got a sense of what you call confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Confidence is what's going to keep you upright and making the right moves on your P's and Q's. But moving the way that Akim was talking about is an easier way, or make you susceptible for something bad to happen because you can slip and you off your square.
But when
and
you
make mistakes,
when you stay cool and calm and collected,
Right.
you think clearly. You know how to make rational decisions.
you get assessed.
And then our fear is unto the Most High. So because our fear is within Yahweh, that keeps us on our P's and Q's.
Yeah, let me bring this real quick. This Lakama, throughout a brother, Hebrews 13:6, beautiful. So that we may boldly say, Yahweh Bashim al Shah is my helper, and I will not fear the man that shall do unto me. There you go.
Hey, you can read, bro. Read all through Psalms. David was heavy on protection of the Most High. Psalms, he was just in 91.
Yeah, 91
You can
is a
read
good one.
Psalms 34. All right, you can read
23.
23, where it goes into his staff and his rod, they comfort me.
Yep.
So when you in a spirit of faith, the Most High is going to take care of you. Because what the scriptures say, has any man that ever trusted in the Most High been confounded and condemned? Imagine being so confident in our power that you stand on business about it. You know, like, look, man, my God, he gonna come through. He gonna kill you at the last second. You think you gonna kill me? You ain't gonna touch me, man.
Yo,
and then you really say that to your enemy face. And Most High, guess what he gonna do?
Gotta look
I
out.
got to.
You know, I got testimony on that one.
I gotta stand. Hey, I can't let my name go out like that.
Yeah, real rap. I actually experienced the confidence of the Lord. It was beautiful. Long story short, I was on a train station, and I was on the Broad Street line. And long story short, I ain't gonna lie to you, the train did some freaky shit. Like, it did some crazy shake, little weird stuff that it don't normally do. The whole train was freaking out, and my spirit was just sitting there thinking about the Lord, and I was sitting there chilling like, all right, well, I'm on this joint. So obviously, this ain't nothing gonna go down because I'm a man of the Lord, and I believe the Lord gonna look out for me. So while they freaking out, it made my spirit get more calm the more they freaked out, because I refused to feel like them, and I'm talking about being the man of the Lord.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like I would have offended the Lord by freaking out like that. Like, you talking all this on the highways and hedges, but then you gonna act like that. That's what I was thinking about. Mm-hmm. So I kept my cool and then stuck with the Lord, and long story short, I was good.
That's how we speak boldly. You know, like I always say, there's a such thing as righteous pride.
Right.
All right, and that righteous pride is usually pertaining to confidence in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So we stand confidently, like, yo, look, man, the way my power built, it ain't going down like that.
Right.
Yeah, man. You get on the plane, motherfuckers talking like, I'm scared, man. I don't want the plane. Right. Turbulence. Motherfuckers like, oh my God, I hope the plane doesn't crash. You're like, look, bro, the way my power set up, it ain't going down like that, bro. And even if it did.
Here we go. I was gonna say this.
Even if it did.
I was gonna say this right here.
Should have probably landed in the ocean, and then I'll survive. If all
all right. Or I was gonna say it's the Lord's will.
Or that too.
Yeah.
And if it does happen, hey,
then that's what it was.
It's the Lord's will. Bro.
Yeah. We know too many scriptures of how the in the Lord's hand is death, healing, wound, the whole nine, sickness, nothing to make a man rich, bring up the man from the dust, dung hole, all that. We know the whole shabbat. Lord control all that. So anything that come our way is like, all right, that's what the Lord wanted to do.
Yeah, you know, we can't go against the Most High as well.
How you gonna go
even if
that?
it means my destruction. As long as the kingdom gets instituted and
right.
righteousness is put in the forth in the world,
correct.
Then I will graciously lay my life down.
I agree, brother. And that's a beautiful spirit to be in. To feel as though for any a lot of brothers do, but it's a beautiful spirit to say, oh, all right, well, if I don't make it, at least the brothers, man, the elect get sealed, everybody good money, boom. I hope everything dope for them. Because remember, Paul said we do all things for the elect's sake.
Exactly. It ain't an envious spirit.
Yeah, it's like, that's all love. All right, it wasn't me, cool, as long as they good, that's what's up.
It's not an envious spirit. You shouldn't be in an envious spirit. I always preach that brothers need to stop comparing themselves to other brothers.
Right.
Like, just be you are you and they are them.
Yeah,
all right. That brother has the spirit to do the work that he does, and you have to find the spirit to do the work that you do. Find your niche. If a brother is excellent when it comes to prophecies and putting history with you know what I mean? If that's cool. That's that brother spirit. But if you just ain't got it, and then you beating yourself up because you're trying to be like that brother, you're doing yourself a disservice. Find what your niche is. Find what works for you. And yeah, you can strive to become better, but don't let it consume you, man.
Yep. Let me finish this out. Verse 4, Psalms 91:4. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler, and thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
Yep. Yeah, going into those nuclear missiles, all right? The judgments that happen with that. So we don't fear it because ultimately, like we just said, the Most High says that He's going to beam them up basically into the chariots during that time. And if not, cool. It is what it is, man. What you going to do?
Yeah,
what can you do?
Yeah,
there's the whole concept of freaking out does absolutely nothing. So you might as well just accept it.
Yep.
So if you in a situation where shit is just like rocky, if you can't do nothing, just accept it. There's no point in freaking out. Leave that to the women, bro.
Yeah, like a guy with a gun in his face. All he can do is be like, damn.
That's what it is.
Boom.
You gotta
take that. Like, what you gonna do?
Beg me for your life. Bro, I ain't even about to do all that, man.
bro.
You gonna shoot it, you gonna
do it,
pull the trigger, brother, pull the trigger,
Real
man.
shit, real shit. Yep.
I look like begging for my life, man. What is it? What am I gaining? What is their life anyway?
Man, this is fucking hell.
It's just fucking hell, bro.
Yo, every movie, every TV
At the
show
very
I
least, you
ever saw
take
do
me
that.
out, I'm gonna be in the spirit world with my power, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna lead the brothers behind.
Meditating terror to come
You know what
back
I mean?
and fuck
I'm gonna
you
leave the
up.
brothers behind. You know, I'm gonna leave my family behind. You know, but outside of that, bro, it's like you gotta look at the bigger picture.
Yep.
We know that death is not the end.
Yeah, death ain't the end, bro.
Yep. Verse 6. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
Exactly. So we're going to be in the midst where we're going to be like main characters, bro, in a movie, in a chaotic movie, like you said.
Right.
We're going to be the fucking main characters in a chaotic movie. The main character, all this shit is crumbling around him, and he's not getting touched. It's like everything that happened.
Like, how did he get out of
How
that?
did he get out of that? You just getting out of it, bro. So we are the main characters. Right now, it don't seem like it. But yo,
It seemed like it.
Yo, y'all know what
I'm
the
talking
best...
about like in everyday life. Cause you see heathen living their lives. They rich, they filthy. You kind of just going with the motions of the world.
Yesterday, how I put this, I said we're the protagonists, and Esau and Elite are the antagonists.
Antagonists, yeah.
And it's a great movie that the Lord has put together, right? So what the antagonist was at the top, but then guess what? He had to restart. So now you got the world being controlled by the antagonist, right? And all he's doing is putting out evil, right? But you got the protagonist who's weak right now. It's like an isekai anime, where he's weak right now, but he goes through trials and tribulations, and as he's going through trials and tribulations, he's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So as you get closer to the end of the story, he's then finally built up to be strong enough to take on the antagonist at his full strength, and then what? Win.
That's Sung Jin Woo. Sung Jin Woo.
Oh yeah, that's
Yo, motherfucker's the weakest hunter, and then he got this power. He's getting stronger and stronger to what? Fight against.
You talking about solo leveling?
Yeah, and he's trying to fight against the.
That joint crazy. That might be the anime of the year, bro. That joint crazy.
100%, bro.
I'm finish this off. This is verse 8. It says, only with thy eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. And there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, and keep thee in all thy ways.
Yeah, Psalms 34:7 says that the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. So when you fear the Most High, you put yourself on the team of the Most High. So now, guess what? You're under the protection of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And when you're under the protection of him, there's nothing that can stand against you. That's why Yahweh said, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. Why? Because ye are of my elect, you are of my chosen. Now, we don't know if we are of the elect, but what? We put on as the elect, and we do the work, and we strive to be. And we're hopeful and confident that we are. Because if you don't believe that you can be of that number, just stop.
Yeah,
Just stop.
Like if Ariel's still in the feed, we said this to you.
I told him.
Ariel be like, yo, 144,000 or nothing.
Real rap.
I don't want no 1/3.
Real rap.
Nah, I'm shooting. I'm aiming for the moon and shooting for the moon.
Yeah, man.
You used to say, I'd be cool with the 1/3.
I used to say that.
I used to say that too.
I
I'm
used
like,
to
man,
say
1/3,
that.
I'll be all right.
I used to say
the
that.
whole thing is a 1/3.
But
We
then,
talking 144,000.
but then, right, what happened was I went through my molding phase. That's when I was a prince.
Oh, all right,
That's when I was still a prince. But then
You gotta put
the Lord sent me to war,
that crown on, man.
and then I seen the crown. I said, you know what? Fuck that.
Check that.
Yo, real talk.
I seen the glory. And I said, man, fuck that, bro. It's 100.
I don't want to be on the team. I want to be the one that played in that joint.
Because if you put yourself in that mentality, like, you know, I'll be cool with the 1/3. That's the kind of
you gonna fall short.
That's what you're gonna
Fuck
put
that.
forth.
Fuck that. Shoot, like the brother said. Shoot for the moon. You can't pass the firmament, so just shoot for the moon.
Another thing Ariel said that really stand out to me still to this day. He said, think about it. Think how prestige and how popping 144,000 is. It's 144,000, and it's going to be billions, billions, and trillions of Israelites. But you part of 144,000.
You are the
bro.
That's not even 1%.
Bro, that's crazy.
That's like 0.00000.
Like, yo, when you pull up, that shit gonna be like when 144,000 pull up. It's like okay,
no, so you
like,
watch,
even one of them.
You know, you watch Bleach, right?
Yeah.
So you know how the stronger they are, the harder the spiritual pressure.
Yeah, the pressure.
The 144,000 going to just have an aura about them.
Yeah.
Like they might be a galaxy away, and you going to feel it. Yo, it's 144,000 in that direction.
Right.
And as soon as you come through, that pressure going to be so great
that if they got an answer like they want.
It'll literally, if you don't, the pressure of the 144 going to be so great that in the presence of them, you're not even going to have to think about bowing. This pressure itself is just going to make you bow.
I was going to say this: if you're not part of 144,000 or part of the Israelites in that time, you're automatically going to bow. It's going to be like as soon as, dude, they're going to come right down. They're like, what you bowing for? Oh, you don't see
one of them show up.
Yeah, man.
You gotta think, and you gotta think too.
Yeah, man.
You gotta think think of 5 years probably in the kingdom. When we going back to Jerusalem to the capital, do the Pentecost and the Passovers, and all the Jake come to the situation, and still all that Jake when 144,000 show up, it's like it's gonna be drawing. And mind you, they're gonna be next to Yahushua. Yahushua gonna be in the mix. They're gonna be right there with him. It's gonna be levels to it.
First of all, to be able to dap up Yahushua. What's up, brother? How you doing, brother?
Right. Same makeup as Yahushua, bro. That's crazy. Being able to stand toe to toe with him, like That's why I be like, our guy, I feel you, dog. 144,000 or nothing. I understand. I understand.
I needs that.
Yeah, that's just big boy talk right there. That's just.
Y'all got the whiskeys?
You know what?
I know you gotta go.
Yeah. I gotta slide tittle. Let's see. That should have been it right there, though.
I mean, just drop it one more gem.
You know what?
No, get that fear not, little fly. Fear not, little fly.
That's that Luke 12.
It is the 12.
12, maybe like 42, 36, like something around there.
That's your shit too. It's near 49.
Yeah. I be using that on the regular. I be like, people be like, I don't know if we gonna. I'm like, fear not, little fly.
Get that fear not, little fly.
Oh, there you go. Boom, got it. It's Luke 12. I'm gonna start at 30. For all these things do the nations of the world seek after. Let me see. Okay, yeah. For all these things do the nations of the world seek after, and your Father knoweth that ye have need of all these of these things. But rather seek ye the kingdom of Yahweh, and all these things shall be added unto you. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom.
So no matter what it is that you need or you want in the world, in life, because it's okay to want things in life, because the world was made for our sakes. So if you want glory, you want to be living in huge houses, and you want to, you just want to be in a powerful presence. Well, guess what? Just seek the kingdom and seek righteousness, and the Most High is going to give you all those things and more than you can ever imagine. All right. So Lord willing, this video is edifying to brothers. We want praise and glory to Yahweh. Double honors to the elders and apostles, from Apostle Harlow down once again. The water told the brothers and sisters that may be on the comment board. May Yahweh Shem Yahweh bless you, your family, and Lord willing, we see you on the chariot very soon. Shalom.